good afternoon and welcome, and as promised I am back. So welcome to Stitches and Jacks, my little crafty podcast where I share my projects, and I do a mixture. I do knitting, crochet, sewing, quilting, and at the moment might be a mixture of like knitting and crochet. I did the March vlogs, so I had a little bit of a dip where I was greedy and got tonsillitis twice, had it in February, but I'm back. I'm feeling really good. So I hope the lighting's okay, and I know a lot of podcasters say that. I haven't got any fancy equipment, but we'll just imagine you've popped round for a cup of tea and the light is going to change. It's currently Friday the 17th. Is it the 17th? 14th, 21st, no, the 19th. Do you like my maths and my brain and my mind? What kind of projects I like? I absolutely adore blankets. Ta-da! I like accessories. I tend to make a lot of socks. I enjoy socks. I have all my lovely grandchildren, and I have a couple of projects that I've worked on for them this last month. So this podcast today is going to be a roundup of February and March projects. Yes, I think that's right. Right, and I hope it is going to flow. Oh, I do feel a bit. I'm on the wonk a bit, and this is my camera. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I should leave it where it is. We'll all have to watch it like that. So I have completed 2 whips 2023. I think I only brought 4 whips forward. One of them was a 2022. So I'm very pleased with myself. And the whips that I've completed, I am extremely pleased with. So the first one is the Toft Advent, the Nutcracker. So what I'll do is, I'll try and hold them up one by one or together. Should I hold them together? So we have, oh my word, the rat. Look at him. Oh my word, I am super pleased with him, and I have not made anything like this before. My rat has 2 whiskers, and I might be throwing Alfred under the bus, but I remember that he was there, he was opening them. He was only 6.5 then, and it's, you know, children are like, he just wanted to open the tearing the tissue, and I think the whiskers fell on the floor. I thought I had them, so maybe they're long gone in the Hoover. So he has 2 whiskers. Oh my word, look at him. I didn't watch all the video. I find that I put the pressure on myself if I'm if I'm vlogging in December and do a top advent, I put loads of pressure on myself, like, can't do it. I also find the Instagram really difficult to watch because I can't rewind it, or I think I can't rewind it. If that is the case, that it's wrong, please tell me, because I'd love to know. But yeah, I love it all. So I've sewn his ribbon on, but I understand that I could have tied it on with a ribbon that I could have sewn it on. I might do it, I might not. But yeah. Oh my word, look at him. He's lovely, really lovely. So they all have the wiring. Then I have the ballerina. Let me put the rats down. So I have the ballerina. She's been working out, my ballerina. I need to work on my arms. I did the beads. Did a crown. I did a hair. She's got a bun. Yeah, see that? Yes, I'm really pleased with her. The only thing, I did the ribbons on a skirt. Oh no, on her legs. Sorry, I've got this tray here. I want to. The other leg is exactly the same with the ribbons. So the beads are sewn on. I think I would just like to sew the tutu on, I think, but I don't know, looking at her. She's cute. And then I finished the the soldier, the Nutcracker. So I have the thumbs. So I imagine that he's very Russian, so a bit like Rasputin. And I asked my daughter to come over a few weeks ago, bring her hair scissors. And I think she thought I wanted her to do something for me, but I was like, can you just show me? But she said, yeah, got his moustache. He has a very long moustache. So he has, yeah, she kind of trimmed his beard for me. So he's sort of rough and rugged. And yeah, look at his hair at the back. And she said, just leave it, Mum. I think that looks absolutely fine. Yeah, so I like that. So he has his little thumbs. I've done those. I'm wondering if they're upside down, really. No, if you're going to hold your thumb, it's going to be there, isn't it? The chain, I was absolutely terrified of working with or crocheting, but I should have read the pattern because you just thread it through. And then I'd lost the chain. I looked everywhere, couldn't see where I put it. So following the pattern, I wanted to sew it on, lifted his hat off, and it was under there. So there he is. In his glory. I'm really chuffed with the three of them. So let's see. I mean, Toft's lovely. It would have been lovely to have to have kept up with them, but I didn't. But now that they're all finished, oh my word, look at them. Aren't they cute? Yep, I'm really happy. So they're currently laying in this little basket. And I'd been showing my mum. So I said, once I podcast, I'll bring them over and you can have a look. And she was really intrigued by everything. Now can I? Oh, let's move forward. Let's see. Yeah. So that was my first project that I finished in February, and I think the soldier sort of in March. And then last year I took part in the Stephen West mystery knit along, and I've decided that I don't really like mystery knit alongs because I like to place my colour, and I think that's where my quilting head comes in. But I'm very pleased that I picked it up again in February, finished it in March, and yeah, I'm delighted with it. I used all Birdstreet yarn, and I put tassels on, and I alternated my tassels in order of clue, like what of yarn order of 1 to 4. So I'm really pleased, and I think this was quite an easy shawl to knit as well. Yeah, it's so long, and I absolutely loved clue 3 and clue 4, so I am delighted with this. So I will wear this with pride. So that's something else that's on my needle, off my needles. So I might not what was I going to say? Yeah, off my needles. That's it. I might not join in straight away this year when it's the make along. I might wait and just see if I can see some spoiler pictures. Yes, so very happy with that. So I have, let me see. Oh yes, I can pick this up. So this is kind of the yarn that I've got left over, and glasses, and I know where they are. Oh my word, this is boding well. Might not be clean. Yes, it's Birdstreet yarn, and it's Jolie Rose. So if I leave that there, you can stop the camera. That's it, and that's the colourway. Then the second colour was Karys. Oh, and I've got about that much. That's the first colour, that's all I've got left. And the second colour is Karys. That's that colour. It's coming up, I think, a bit lighter that I can see on the screen. And then the third colour is Rose Amongst Thorns. And I have a second balls. That was what I did. There was unfortunately there was a lot of controversy in the first clue, and it had to be rewritten like very quickly, and there were different variations. So I left my clue one to one side and then just restarted knitting. And I went back, undid it all. I washed it. I put it all over the dryer. My husband thought I was not the dryer, the airer, and then I used as much as I could for the tassels. So that's the last bit that I have of my third colour. And then my fourth colour, is Plush. Oh, it's really gorgeous purple. And I think the fourth colour I've got the most left. So I'm enjoying working on some scrappy projects this year, and I've got some ideas of what I'm going to do with that. So once I get there, I'll share that with you. So that's March. Well, a finished object. Let's see where we are. I don't knock these over. I have a finished object. My March socks. And these are out of my scrap bag. Sounds dreadful, doesn't it? This out my bag of treasures for my commercial yarn. I've made a pair of socks. Ta-da! Oh my word, I just absolutely love these. This is, I had it in my head a minute ago. Is it peacock? I'll have to write it down below. I had enough left over to make a pair of socks, and I've teamed it with lime, West Yorkshire Spinners lime. So top down, 2x2 rib, heel, flap and gusset, and a wedge toe. And I still have a little bit left. So I feel that I've got an extra present out of that. So yes, so that's my West Yorkshire Spinners. I can't remember, is it peacock? I think it's peacock. So I have those. I've made those rather. Now I had two pairs of socks here. Oh yes I do. One I think I've shown you. I'm pretty sure that I showed you these. Yeah, I think these are the wrong pair. I was looking for a pair of socks that I made for Mr. Jacks for his birthday. I think he might have worn them, or he's got them on, that's why I can't find them. And these are the ones that I think I was making when my stepdad was in hospital. It's nice to look at them again, and it reminds me of James Harriet and all the tank tops that they were making. So we won't talk about those too much because I've already spoken about it. Now, my February socks, let me just put them on here. I can tell you the yarn I used, and that's all I can tell you. I think, because I can't find the pattern. But it's a very simple pattern. And I thoroughly enjoyed knitting these. And these are kind of going to be, not a bed sock, but you know when you get out of the bath in the winter and your feet are a bit cold, this is what these are going to be. Where did I put a piece of paper? Am I sitting on it? Right, let me show you the socks first. Look at these. Oh my word, aren't they beautiful? Isn't this colour fabulous? Really, really lovely. So there's no cuff. It's just, you just went straight into the sock. And I don't think I've ever knitted a pair of socks like this. Lovely. The story behind these pair of socks is Jeanette and I went to Black Sheep Walls last year, and it might have been, I don't know, November, so it's not too far in the past. And the lady behind the counter, one of the staff members, was knitting a pair of socks like this, but in a biscuit oatmeal like kind of colour. And we were like, oh my word, can we touch your socks? Can we touch your knitting? And it's oh, here we are, it's down here, and they are made out of Rico Essentials baby alpaca and merino Aran yarn. So these were $10.99 for 50, no, $8.99 for 50 grams. I'm sure I only paid $7.99, but I could be wrong. But they're absolutely beautiful. So they'd be cheaper to make, I think, in a commercial than an Aran hand dyed, I think. But they are really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, really pretty. So I'll try and, if the lady is there, I'll take them in next week, and I will ask her if she can remember the socks that she knitted and that we were inspired by. So I've done my Toft, and I've done my Geogradient shawl, and I've done my socks. Have I got one more pair? Yes, but right, so I think that's everything that is finished. I've knitted a couple of baby things, and I'll put these in here if it works. If you don't see them, it hasn't worked. For our Tobes, he was obviously way too young to have an Easter egg this year, so I bought him a really lovely outfit, a little romper outfit for his chubby little legs, and I decided I wanted to make him a cardigan, which would have had it Easter Sunday or before Easter for Easter Sunday, but I wasn't well, so he had it a couple of days after, and it was a beautiful blue yarn, which I think was bambino, and had two little rabbits on the front and two little rabbits on the back, and I had enough yarn to make him a hat and a pair of booties. So I think I have got a picture of that as well, so I'll hopefully put that in here. And it gives me so much joy, to make these little things. And my daughter-in-law, bless her, she was absolutely made up, and she sent me a photograph of him on it. So it depends how technically able I am. And she said it was okay to, to share this with you. Yeah.
Here's a little outfit that I've made for Toby. I just counted on the grandchildren for Easter. So it's just like a little simple cardigan with the little bunnies on, and it was all sort of scrap yarn, not scrap yarn, little sort of little bits, got a little fluffy tail on it. I'm really pleased I got the buttons, the rabbit buttons, and I had enough left over to make him a hat and a pair of booties. I think this was knitted out of Starcraft Bambino. Yeah, really nice. I'm really pleased. This is age 6 to 12 months. I'm really pleased to gift this for him. Hopefully I can get a photograph.
Right, let me just get the 2 pairs of socks I'm working on. Right, I have 2 pairs of socks that I'm working on. And don't be too excited or too, I don't know. I am, my brain was addled. I could not make head nor tail of the pattern. The toe up DK, lace weight, and what was the other thing? I think circular needles, I think. These are by Hokey Locatelli. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I bought this pattern last September. It's nothing to do with the pattern, it's me. My brain was addled with tonsillitis. So I'm no further on than when I showed you last time. Oh, and it's held double with Surrey alpaca. Yes, I'm no further on. Have you ever done that? Have you ever knitted something, got to a point and thought, can't do this? Oh, I don't know. My brain cannot compute this. So the yarn is February's yarn, and I asked my husband if I could have one of the beautiful boxes that that Rachel at So Me puts together. I have had a couple and they are fabulous. And the yarn is from the yarn is from Green Lambkin yarn, and I shouldn't think what the person's called because I know. So this is the pink, and it's DK. So there's a whole new experience for me. So different weight yarn, toe up sock, the yarn held double with Surrey alpaca. And do I have the yarn label? Yes, I do. And it's because it was a February Valentine's yarn box, and we celebrate Valentine's Day very tongue-in-cheek. So if we remember, it's called Just For You. Yeah, Just For You. And that's the Surrey alpaca that I'm holding double. So that's as far as I've got. I was like, oh, toe up, do I remember, And I did it. Absolutely fine. So that's as far as I've got. And I think I showed you this in March vlogs. But my head is clearer. This was a beautiful bag. Right. Oh, I've got it all tangled. This is a beautiful bag you receive in these boxes from Rachel. You receive a beautiful handmade project bag. So this is the bag, and on the side of the bag, let me just put my needles in. There's a beautiful like charm that's made by Rachel. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Right, so I'm armed now with a clear head and a ready break foot. So I've traced my foot off, and I'm going to mark where my toes finish and where my heel finishes, and then I'll know how much I've got to knit. And I think that's what my brain just couldn't understand. And then out of my West Yorkshire Spinners leftover bag, is it leftovers? It's inside out. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. I finished one sock. So I'm going to try and start with the yarn at the same place. Let me just get a sock blocker so you can see it in all its glory. So I knitted the Pure Joy shawl from Hokey Lokey Telly. I think that was last year. And I used the West Yorkshire Spinners, I think it's called milk bottle. Let me see what I've got. Oh, it's called Tooth Fairy. So it's a West Yorkshire Spinners Bo Peep. So I've completed one sock, started the second, and that's how much I've got left. So that should be enough for the heel and the toe. Oops. And this is the first sock. Right, finally. Ta-da! So, oh no, tell a lie. The Tooth Fairy for the cuff and the toe, because I was just wondering if it would get dirty, how dirty it would get. And then I have another ball. This is in my sock box, and it's to be used for like heel, toes, and I was going to say flaps, heel, toes and cuffs. So I put that on there, and I think that works really nicely, blends lovely. And I've done a shadow wrap heel. So if you're looking for a good tutorial for shadow wrap heel, go over to my Yarny Corner and have a look at Alex's. She's got one for DK and one for 4-ply, and they're very good videos. So yes, I'm really happy with that. So I just need to colour match the second sock, and then I'll be away. So that's another extra pair of socks, and that's living in my lovely bag from Craft House Magic, and I love this bag. So that's my sock update, I think. And then I'd set myself a challenge. I've been working on this mystical lanterns blanket. I think I started in 2020, and I learned to crochet at the end of 2018, and I've always I've always questioned my ability, but I think I started to learn how to read my crochet, and that made such a big difference. So I did get it out last year, and it is dead easy. A beginner could do this, in my opinion. I do think so. It's very repetitive, so you will know how to do these stitches. So it was my challenge to complete maybe a lantern a day, so I would have like sort of 30 and could try, and I think I need to do a few more to just put 3 extra rows on. Right, let me see where the beginning of the blanket is. So I've managed to do it. I haven't finished it yet, and this is I'm going to work solidly on this for the next coming week. So when you next see it, it will be finished, it will be blocked, and it will be in all its glory. There are few ends on the back, but not many. I'll sew those in. But here we go. Here we go. Oh my word. Can you see it? Oh my word. Look how beautiful it is. So this is made from Starcraft Life. So there's 25% wool and the rest is acrylic. Yeah, look at that. Oh my word. Oh, please, YouTube, be kind to me and give me a lovely thumbnail with this beautiful, beautiful blanket. So I'm very proud of it. And as I'm crocheting through, I'm thinking, oh, I'm still going to have loads of yarn left. Loads of yarn left. So I've looked on the hashtag, and there was a lady that had made 21 rows. And I'm not sure if that's from the kit or like from her stash. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll add a few more rows on and use up my yarn. But I'm done. I am done, because there's some other blankets that I would like to start. So the border is at the top and the bottom. So I've got three or two more rows to put on, and then I'm done. I think it's 15 or 16 rows of the blanket. So add those and then do the top and the bottom border, which yes, I won't say anymore because it's paid for pattern. So yeah. So hopefully next time, well, yes, definitely next time you see it, it will be there. Oh, you can see my ends now. That wasn't very good, was it? But there's only a few. Won't take me long. There are some beautiful, beautiful versions of it, like in like just taking one colour, the hues of, say, like all the pink or all the lilac, and you can do a shawl in it and cushions in it. Fabulous, fabulous. So during March vlogs, I accidentally started another blanket. I was trying to I have put up a blanket video, and I wanted to share that with you, but I couldn't find it. And I'm a great one for tucking things in and then bringing it up the stairs, and I end up losing that. I've lost socks, a pair of socks. So this is all my commercial yarn, and it is going to be framed in the West Yorkshire Spinners licorice. I'll show you. It is so addictive. Oh my word. And I've told myself I can't work on it, cannot work on it until you have finished, until you've actually filmed a podcast. So here we are. Oh my word, look at it. It is just, yes, love it, love it, love it. Something so simple that's brought me so much joy. There's two blues here that look very similar. And when you see them up close, they are different. One's variegated and one's plain. And I'd got too far to go back and undo it. I'm not doing it. Oh my word. I just love it. I just love it. So this is an ongoing process. And I always think a blanket, I don't count that blankets in my whips because they ebb and flow as the mood takes me. And it is housed in my beautiful project bag made by Jeanette at Crafty Clegs Creations. I think she calls them, are they chair bags? I asked if I could have one. I was going to pay for it, but she gave it to me because she's so lovely. Right, what's in here? Oh, that's Mr. Jack's socks that I can't find. And then Benjamin asked me, after I finished his cardigan, his hat and his mittens in January, he said to me, well, Grandma, he goes, I quite like a scarf, can you make me a scarf? So I said, yes darling, cool. So, and I had actually got a scarf kit, and I haven't got the proper picture, so I don't know where it's gone, and it was by Wendy, and it's a 4-legged scarf kit. I think I bought it somewhere for $9.99, and it's absolutely perfect for him, absolutely perfect. So I finished this, so he will get this next Thursday, and this is a little cat, and this will go with his cardigan. Oh my word, look. So it comes with a ball, and it comes with these bits already made, so you just sew them on. How cute is he? Super cute. And his little tail. Oh my word. Let's hold it properly. Yeah. So really pleased with. So that was like a quick little knit. So then Fred comes in. He sees that and he's like, oh Grandma, he goes, I quite like a scarf. I said, right, okay. I said, you'll have to come and have a look. I haven't got another kit. But that was good that came out of my stash. I think I bought it originally to make for Alfie. Never got around to it. So I thought, oh, when Fred comes, I thought, oh, I'll make it for Freddie. That didn't come. But lucky enough, Benjamin asked for one, so I had one. I had one in the wings, shall we say. Oh, and then I kind of... Oh, let me just have a glass of water. Or a sip of water, shall I say. And then I had... I went down to Modern Yarn, which is a yarn store near me, and I do have the pattern for this. And she's amazing. She had some samples. I really keep saying I want to make some hats, but I don't get round to it, so I've just got to make a hat and then I'll get round to it. So she had this beautiful hat, and I thought I'd really like the materials to make that. And it's by Tracy Miller, and it's called The Frost. I don't know how to pronounce that second word. If you do, let me know. So here it is. That's the word. Now, Michaela had made it in a commercial yarn, and it's Signet Pure Wool in DK. So that's the ball band. So it's 100% wool. So I used duck egg and rose pink. I just prefer when they've got their names on them. So yes, so 50 grams of each. And there's two alternatives to this pattern. You can either knit it as Tracy's showing you there with the wide brim, or you can just have like a small brim. So it's finished. It's like my first bit of colour work of this year. I'm so happy. I'm like, right, okay, I need another colour work pattern. But it needs a pom-pom, and the pom-poms I thought were the right colour aren't. And my daughter's like, it's okay, we'll put one on. I said, no. I said, that's not right. It's got to be exactly right for Bonnie. And here we are. You ready? I've not blocked it. But I am super, super happy with it. Yeah, I just realised I've not blocked it. And I haven't closed up the hole because I need to put a pom-pom in. Oh my word. Really chuffed with it. Really chuffed with it. And I was worried that I was going to run out of yarn. And Michaela said, no, it's enough. If you do one ball, you don't need to get any more. It's very good. She doesn't pressurise you. Like to buy stuff. She gives you really good advice. That's the joy of having it in an independent yarn shop, isn't it? And this is how much yarn I had left over. So it was a case of yarn chicking. So I thought, I'm sure I bought this about November last year. And I thought, well, if I run out, I'll just do a bit of pink and then put the pom-pom on top. So yeah, that's how much I've got left. Don't see my floats. I think they're quite good. Do you think they're quite good? Colour work experts out there? It's enough for me to carry on and another colour work project. That's what I've got to do. So I need to find one and cast it on. So yeah, Bonnie likes this, and it's fairly soft. Fairly soft. So I just need to block it and put it on the head. So I've got enough of the pink. Where did I put it? So I think I might make my daughter one to match, but I'll do hers like in an off-white, and then I'll do that in the pink. I'll do the colour work in the pink to use that up. So yeah, so that's good. I'm pleased with that. I'll show you the pom-poms, see what you think. I don't think they're the right colour at all. Do you ever put anything away and then you're convinced that it's a certain colour or you've got something? So this is Wild Wool. So this, oh, and it's like it's got a key ring attached. That's, I was perhaps this one, yeah. So I don't think that goes really, especially as it's got a key ring on it as well. And then the second one is just a white one, but I think that is completely wrong. Oops. And I think I probably got this from, oh no, oh crumbs, it's called Inspiration. So there was a place in Preston, but they've closed their store, they're only online. So I'm going to go back and see. Right, and I think, my lovelies, I'm going to call it a day because that's 36 minutes. And I think that is long enough. So I'm going to finish my mystical lanterns. I'll be able to show you that next time. I'll finish my socks and I'll have those to show you. And then I will have a new cast on or two and I'll share those with you. I also went to a quilt show last Sunday with the girls from my quilt group. So I've got that waiting in the wings as well. I've got the footage, I haven't done any editing, so that will be up as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel a bit, not shaky, a bit out of practice. That's it, a bit out of practice because I've not been around. It doesn't take long, does it? So yes, look. Oh my word! Have you seen the new Jenny Crow? The new, is it Spirit of Flora? Spirit of Flora? I think so. I don't think the blanket's dead new, but I think the fact it's been in a magazine, so she's now allowed to release it. So yeah, I've been looking at that and I want to have a go at my blankets. Oh, shall I show you this before I go? I was humming and hawing. And this is my Made by Anita, and it's the Memento blanket, and it's the block for March, and it's crocuses. So I'm very happy with this. It's a free pattern on the website. There is no, there's a basic instruction. You have to look for February. It starts in February with the Valentine, the heart. You have to go on there and it shows you what to do. And I'm hoping that the last block, it shows you how to do the border, but I can certainly do a border. So it's a block per month. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. Well, I'm really sorry I was rubbish about that sock pattern, but I'll see if I can rectify that for next time. Well, my lovelies, I hope you have a really nice weekend, whatever you're doing. I think you have lots of crafty time. And until I see you next time, have fun. See you soon. Bye. Take care. Take care.